long way. Been a long way. Been a long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. It's time for the NFC.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
33 yards that time. They run straight ahead here with White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. White, touchdown, Buccaneers.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. yards. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd down is Sanchez. And Shark hauls it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Chark. 65 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. Oh, what a juke into space. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action now. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
57 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
first down. Here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's the option.
Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, there's still a little bit in dis.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Cooks. 28 yards.
And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, it's Pollard. Dances by him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Well, that's how you convert on third down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Collins. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Sanchez. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
97.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Jack swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't panic, and then demonstrate.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Prescott on first down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 39 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ready. He's going to use his legs here.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Sanchez.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Prescott.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. That's complete. It's Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Left side to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard from 19 yards away.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 23.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out. and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here's 1st and 10.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Prescott. That is caught. Oh, he's going to have the first down and then more. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So now the Bucs down by a field goal, under 1:20 to go. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10.
Okay, right?
Now it's Sanchez. And got his man complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Sanchez now to throw. Shark's got it left side.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Rolling to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Sanchez. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's go. They got to walk that walk, baby.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
They'll try and run for it. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Complete, Pollard at 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
This ball intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Buccaneers are on their way to